Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Arun Thukral and I'm a life and a leadership coach. And today I have chosen to talk to you about communication skills. I'm sure if you really want to be a great leader, you really first step is that you really need to know how to communicate well. If you are able to communicate well, you will attract a lot of people. People will follow you, they will get influenced by you, and they will act, behave, and change the way you want them to do that. And that's the beauty of communication, which is the most essential skill if you want to define yourself as a leader. And in this topic today, I'm going to talk to you about one of the most powerful ways to communicate. And if you can excel on that particular part of communication skill, you would be able to attract a lot of people around you. People would listen to you, they will remember you, they will follow you, and they can make a lot of learning out of you. If you are ready, if you are prepared, if you want to learn it, then listen to this video till the end. And also I'm going to make it in 3 or 4 series where you would get a connection from the first video to the second video, because I've decided that I want to reach out to as many people as possible through this medium and can share my learnings out of my experience over the years that helps you to understand one aspect, that is communication, which is one of the most important asset for any leader. So stay tuned, and here I'm going to talk about the very important aspect of communication is called as storytelling. If you know how to tell your incidents, your experience, situations happening in the form of a story, you will see that people would love to listen to you. People would love to stick with you. And more so, that if your story is powerful, they will retain it. Because even the research suggests that when you tell people about story and you talk about facts, you talk about statistics, you talk about figures, 63% people remember the story part and only 5% people remember the facts or the other things that you talk about. So such is the power with the storytelling that you can create a huge impact on your audience. I want you to also think about your own past. I'm sure you would have heard a lot of stories in the past and they would have still retained in you. Such stories are the one which inspires you. They retain with you throughout your life and you start sharing it with others as you also grow. So today I'm going to take you through the important aspects of what storytelling is all about, what story is full of components, and what is an average story, what is a great story, what are the components of it. All is going to come on this video to you. So stay tuned, and if you master this skill, of course it takes time to build skills, but if you master this skill, you will see a turnaround happening around you where people want to listen to you, they want to stay with you and get influenced by you. So let me share some of the slides that I have made for this session today, and you would know that what it takes to become a confident speaker. I think this is one of the very important essentials of communication skills, that you need to be a very confident speaker. And when you want to be a confident speaker, the one thing that comes in the mind is storytelling. You have to talk your content with respect to in the form of a story. So let's understand that. First of all, what does storytelling do for you? If you are able to make a good story, if you are able to speak out a good story, it helps in winning hearts. People would be glad, they will be excited to listen to you, what you are saying, as long as your story is good and has got good connections. The second thing is it helps in changing minds. I'm sure you would have seen a lot of time people get inspired by watching certain great movies or after interacting with some of the great people, because their stories inspires us. So it just changes mind. You just start doing things that you are always thinking about because you get inspired. Also, what it leads to, it can help you to get results. If there are certain things that you are stuck with, but listening to some great stories can help you to change your mind and work towards achieving those goals which are pending for a longer period of time. And also, as I said, you are achieving your goals because stories are the one that helps you to define yourself. So if storytelling can bring so much wonder in your life, then why not master it? Why not build that skill little more powerfully, little more actively in your day-to-day life? So in order to do so, I'll just give you one small background. This is a background about one of the case that I had got when I was interacting with one of my clients. Now, in this particular case, you see there are three things that are mentioned on the screen in front of you. One is called as quality, safety, and efficacy. So the background of the story is that one of my client is a pharmaceutical company. They make life-saving drugs, and their main motto is that how do they communicate the aspect of quality, safety, and efficacy to their clients. How do they communicate that? Because they have very high stringent quality standard process. They have a lot of people who are paying attention to quality aspect, the safety aspect, and of course they discover the drug and they know what is the efficacy of the drug. Now all that is great. Now the point is, what is the story that they should be telling to the customers, to the doctors, so that when they use the product on their patients, they believe in the three aspects, which is quality, safety, and efficacy. So in doing so, I met some of their sales reps, and I asked them that what all do you do to ensure that you are able to communicate the quality, safety, and efficacy. And they talked about their daily routines, how do they go to the doctors, how do they promote their products, how do they refer to the stringent quality process their products undergo, as well as the kind of certifications like US FDA, WHO, European Union approvals. They shared everything with me, that this is what they do on a day-to-day basis when they go and interact with their customer. And basis that, I got a sense what exactly they are doing. So there is a story that was created. So I have two versions of that story. First of all, I'll give you the first version of the story, and I want you to think about it. The first version of their story to communicate safety, efficacy of their products to the customer looks like something this. Our people are passionately committed to quality. They are on the line every day. Products are made utilizing state-of-the-art technology, best in class with stringent quality control round the clock, all to ensure the products patients are going to be treated with is as safe and effective as the day it left the manufacturing plant. Now, this is the line of communication they had to their customers, to their doctors. However, the results were not very significant because this story on version 1 is talking all about facts, all about the technology, all about the stringent processes that they follow. Now, look at the version 2. Now, this, if they communicate a story like this, it comes something like this, that we save lives, we give patients happiness of healthy living. When a patient visits a doctor clinic with pain, suffering, or agony, our solutions not only give them relief from pain, but hope to live longer and better. Since the launch of our products, we have 100,000 happy patients across the world who enjoy the benefits of our quality products and lead a happy life. Now, can you really differentiate between the two stories? On the left hand side, the first version of the story is all about facts, figures, technology. I mean, it's all about, you're talking very statistical data or the research data that you have. But on the other hand, if you look at the version 2, what it is all talking about, it is talking about being human. They are talking about the emotions, that how the patients are feeling happy, and they have 1 lakh patients who are happy and satisfied with the quality and the benefits. So you don't have to tell all about that how your product is good, how quality the product is carrying. It's all about the experience, the story of patients who have undergone the treatment with these products have given them the success. Now, this is the difference. If you can create in the mind of your customer by telling a patient story, how the patient happiness is happening across the world, you don't have to tell all about the facts, because I've already mentioned that facts are the statistics remain only with 5%, whereas 63% people will retain a story which has emotions, which has feelings, which has a face to the whole issue, everything will come together. So that version 2 steps out very clearly. So with this, let us understand that what are the 6 things that stories can do. If we refer to the previous example, stories tap into emotion. Very clearly in the version 2, we can see that we are talking about the happiness of the patients who have been treated with the medicines that we provide. It brings the emotion of happiness, success, and satisfaction in people. That is what stories can create and make a difference. The second thing is stories put a face on the issue. If you look at the version 1, it doesn't have any face. It is just a data, it is just information that is getting narrated out. But here, there is a face, there is a discussion about a patient's story, about how these patients have made a lot of difference in their life after they have used the products. Stories connect us. Now, if you look at the version 1 story, it doesn't connect too much. It is an information piece, where here we are able to connect because somewhere it is happening in my life. I can understand that, if I'm a patient, if I'm suffering from pain, and if I undergo that treatment with those medicines, it is giving me relief and I'm more happy and satisfied. So we connect that it is a daily part of our life, and that's why we retain it for a longer period. It humanizes us because stories is all about people, story is all about emotions, story is all about feelings, and that's what people remember at the end. And that's what stories can do if you can put across your thoughts like that. Stories uplift mood and emotions. No wonders when you listen to such stories, they inspire you, they help you to think and take actions so that you are able to connect with the story, which means that it uplifts my emotions. That means it inspires me, it motivates me to take an action. So if I'm a doctor, if this company is telling me that how much difference I'm making it world over, I really believe that your product has that quality and due to which it is getting used everywhere. I can connect with that. And that's where I take a decision to buy your product or use your product on different patient types. And most importantly, the fact is that stories are all about show and don't tell. A lot of time we see that a lot of people talk about it that, our product has this, our product has this benefit with respect to the science, the data, the studies that how this product is doing better, but they don't show. And when it has to be shown, it really has to be shown on the patients. Similarly, it goes with you as an individual, that when you go to any interview, when you see any resume, you find that a lot of people talk about I am hardworking, I'm intelligent, I'm strategic, I'm a team player, and a list of things. And that's where when they are not able to show that how they are intelligent, how they are hardworking, they don't click, and they fail in the interview, or they fail to attract a customer to buy their product, or they fail in front of the leadership team to get the next promotion or even a higher increment. There could be various situations where you only tell, you are not able to show. And that's the first thing the stories can do. They help you to show what you are telling, and that makes the belief. So I'll give you some examples. For example, some people say, as I said, I'm intelligent, I'm adventurous, I'm hardworking. So if you are intelligent, talk about which is the last book that you have read and what is the wisdom that you have gained after reading that book. If you say I'm adventurous, talk about the new or the latest thing that you have done. If you have done any trekking, if you have done some big jump from a big aeroplane, anything for that sort will show that yes, you are adventurous. You say I am hardworking. So tell about that, how you have made the difference when everybody was lacking the will to do the work. You went out of the way to support a particular patient or a particular case, and you showed your hard work. So you don't have to tell that, I am hardworking. Your story will convey that you are hardworking. And that's the power of story I'm talking about. So the underlying point is show, because when you show, your proof connects the points that you are making in front of the audience. So the next thought that comes is, You have to tell story instead of claims. So for example, a lot of time people talk about that my product has good quality, or I'm a person who believes in quality. Don't do that. Straight away come and talk about the customer ratings, how your customer has given you 5-star rating over the years, again and again. Now the moment you talk about the customer ratings, automatically it conveys that your product meets all the quality standards, and that is how you create a difference. Your stories tells that this happens in the quality of your product. The second is dependable. A lot of time I have seen that in interviews people say, I'm a dependable person, you can trust on me, I'm trustworthy. Why would I buy that? But if you tell me how you achieved the impossible, giving an example, giving a story that how you turn around a situation when everything was going in a negative way and you brought the curve into the positive line, obviously it creates a very clear view that you are the dependable and one of the most trusted employee working in a given organization. Or when somebody says that I'm a team player, instead that talk about how your senior VP worked with the rest of the team, or how you got involved in a particular project and made the significant difference in achieving that bigger goal for the organization. Now, if you say that, automatically teamwork is something that the other person will understand sitting on the other side. That's what the power of stories is all about. If you are able to get those stories correctly, you will be able to create a lot of impact on the audience. They will understand what you're saying. They will hook to the storyline that you have. And that is the power of creating a story in your example. Now, having said that, it clearly shows that stories are powerful. They can create a lot of impact. And in my next session, I'm going to talk to you about what story is all about. Stories comes from which content, from where the stories come, and more so, what are the key elements of a good story? Because if you want to create a story, you need to have a structure, how to create a story, what it looks like. And I'm going to cover that in my next session. I hope this session would have given you some clarity about what stories are all about, what impact they make, and how much importance they have in our life if we really want to be a good leader, if we really want that people should listen to us. And if you follow some of these steps, you would definitely create a lot of impact, whether it is your interview, whether it is your internal business meeting, whether it is your customer meeting that you are having, or is it that you're sitting with your friends and you want to make an impact. Everything is covered if you know how to create a story and convey and articulate it in your own words. Well, that's it for this session, and I'm sure you would have loved some of the content. And if you really find it worth, do share your comments, feedback in this comment section below. And I'm reachable. I train people on this aspect, on improving their communication skills to become a great orator, become a great speaker, public speaker. And it requires practice. And there are a lot of students right now who are doing it. If you want to enroll on this program, write back to me on arun.thukral@hcnconnect.in. I will reply back to you personally, and you might be sitting next in my sessions on this program. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching me, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. I'll be coming soon with the second session. Thanks a lot.